Money FM 89.3, the best of the afternoon update.
Good Thursday afternoon to you. You're listening to Money FM 89.3. And on Industry Insight this week, we're going to be talking about cybersecurity. Now, just this week, we heard news of Singapore rolling out comprehensive cybersecurity training for hundreds of board directors in 2025, part of a wider nationwide initiative to strengthen corporate defenses against digital threats. There is now a cyber resilience guide for boards, offering free training to thousands across Singapore's over 400,000 registered companies. Well, this is timely, with the World Economic Forum recently reporting that 72% of organizations across the globe, that is, saw increased cyber risks in 2024. According to the World Economic Forum's Global Cybersecurity Outlook for 2025, ransomware is the top organizational cyber risk this year. And the report found a growing gap in cyber readiness as well between large enterprises with considerable resources and small organizations with fewer tools and talent at their disposal. As we mark Total Defense Day on February 15, we take a look at digital defense, from safeguarding critical infrastructure to addressing emerging threats in an interconnected world. Ensuring cybersecurity and resilience is of national importance. So what role do businesses and individuals play in fostering a secure environment and fortifying the digital frontier? How can global partnerships enhance our national security posture? Joining us to share her expertise is Jess Ng, country head for Singapore and Brunei at cybersecurity company Fortinet. Jess, welcome.
Hi, Lily. Good afternoon. I'm Jess. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you on the show, Jess. Now, as we recognize the evolving nature of threats in the digital age, defending against cyber threats is just as important as protecting physical borders. It is really a collective responsibility of everyone, isn't it?
Yes, for sure, it is. And, like the digital economy is the new growth driver for Singapore, right? It's projected to reach about 30 billion by the end of this year. So cyber resilience will become a critical enabler for this as the world gets more connected and attack surfaces expand. Cybersecurity has become a national priority, right? And recognizing this, the Cybersecurity Act amendments in 2024 strengthen protection of our critical infrastructure.
Okay, as someone in this industry, cybersecurity industry, do you think Singapore has a strong cybersecurity culture?
Of course it is, right? Like what I mentioned earlier, right? Really driven by our Cybersecurity of Singapore, CSA, Agency of Singapore. And it has really become a priority. And we have to work together because cybersecurity is a team sport, right? So we actually need to collaborate with the government, enterprises, and academia to protect Singapore against cyber threats. And I think we are doing pretty well with that.
Okay, and companies, particularly those in sectors like banking and finance, have been encouraged to adopt cybersecurity frameworks and invest in defense mechanisms. So in recent years, particularly in Singapore, how has the cyber threat landscape evolved?
Yeah, I think this interconnected system really has increased the attack surface. So we see, ransomware has increased. We see that, phishing attacks have also increased. Cyber criminals have leveraged AI to do automated malware attacks, phishing attacks. So I think in order to counter all this, organizations need to leverage AI to fight AI.
Can you elaborate on that? What initiatives are you seeing in terms of organizations, strengthening corporate defenses against digital threats?
Yeah, like corporate organizations like, say, Fortinet, we work with the government sector, right? Say, for example, I mentioned earlier, Cybersecurity Agency for Singapore, Center for Infocom Technology, CSIT, to share threat intelligence and best practices and Singapore and security innovation.
Okay, and clearly with so many emerging threats, the demand for cybersecurity professionals continues to outpace supply. What more can be done to develop a robust talent pipeline?
Yeah, you just brought up a very valid point. Right, based on our findings, 92% of the Singapore organizations say that their cybersecurity skill set really has increased our exposure, right? CSA has allocated 400 million of cybersecurity workforce development and training. And on our part, Fortinet has committed to train 1 million cybersecurity professionals globally by 2026. So in Singapore, we work with ITE, Nanyang Poly, Temasek Poly, and UC Learning Hub, right, to offer training courses and certifications to meet Singapore's growing needs.
Okay. And given the borderless nature of cyber threats, how important is international cooperation in cybersecurity?
Yeah, especially Singapore is seen as a regional financial hub and business hub, and it is also Asia-Pacific headquarters for many businesses, right? So on top of it, the ASEAN security cooperation strategies position Singapore as a regional cybersecurity hub. So fostering information sharing and collaborative defense initiatives, and this is really important. So we need to collaborate with governments across the globe, right? Law enforcement agencies such as Interpol, right, to share those real-time cyber threat data.
Yeah, indeed. Cybersecurity plays a crucial role in ensuring Singapore's resilience against external as well as internal threats in this digital age. Thank you, Jess, for your insights. Jess Ng, country head for Singapore and Brunei at cybersecurity company Fortinet.
Thank you.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.